Welcome to Divine Hand for another soulful, insightful, spiritual message. Take what resonate, leave what doesn't. Collective. I pre-pulled some cards for our convenience, and with that being said, let's go. So, what I'm hearing is change your viewpoint. This is when clarity will come. So there is a shift needed here. Shift in your perspective, I believe. Um, the current way of you seeing a situation is limiting your understanding. You may be focused too closely on just one angle, an emotion, or just one outcome. Clarity is missing. Clarity is not missing, is what I'm hearing. It's just outside your current viewpoint. Okay, so mentally and spiritually, reframe is needed. A new information becomes visible when you step back. Okay, release thinking rigid or just assumptions, assuming things. Okay, truth reveals itself through like openness and not being forced. I'm feeling like a force. Okay, um you may be over identifying with your fears or just the need to control something, or maybe your past experiences, right? A situation that feels confusing or just stagnant will like make sense once you just look at it differently, is what I'm hearing. Okay, someone's behavior, um or maybe their intentions, or you're feeling what their intentions are, may become clearer when you consider what this person may be carrying. So I'm hearing put the shoe on the other foot, is what I heard, right? um Observe rather than act. Okay, take a pause, right? Before making any sudden decisions, even especially emotional ones. Okay, um try looking at the situation as if you were the outsider. So shoe on the other foot is why I heard that, right? Your higher self is guiding you to just rise above surface level perception. Okay. um Shift your perspective. The answer will come, would arrive once what you felt was confusing will transform into understanding, is what I'm hearing. So look at it from a higher perspective, a higher understanding, is what I'm getting. Let's jump into the tarot. Okay, so I got the Knight of Cups, and this is your emotional lens. This is how you're looking at a situation. Okay, that you may need to shift your perspective. You are entering, a connection with genuine feelings, hope, or your romantic intentions, right? So this is showing emotional being sincere. Okay, but it's also having like an idea of what something may be, or and this is a love offer, like someone bringing a love offer towards you. Okay, it could be a Pisces, a Knight of Cups. Okay, I say any water sign, but this represents Pisces. So confirmation, thank you, Spirit. So this is the shift is needed to be putting yourself in someone else's shoes and how they would feel. Okay, now we have the Tower card. So the Tower card is the core perspective shift. Okay, um the Tower is the heart of this read, right? It shatters false narratives, fantasies, or expectations you've been holding on to. What you thought, this connection is being forcefully reframed so that you can finally see it clearly. Okay. Your clarity comes only after you allow the illusions to fall, is what I'm hearing. So then we have the Page of Swords, okay? And so this is the truth and the awareness, okay? So a conversation, a realization, or mental clarity is going to happen soon, right? Someone may be spying on you. It could be earth sign. I'm sorry. It could be an earth sign. It could be an air sign, okay? Um, a conversation is going to bring a realization to someone, and the truth is going to emerge, okay, possibly through words, maybe a message, or just an inner realization of how a person may feel, right? Confirmation, thank you, spirit. Putting the shoe on the other foot is what I heard, okay. um then we have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is the pause for clarity. So you're needing to meditate, rest, pray, whatever you do. This Libra energy. You're being asked to mentally or emotionally rest before deciding anything, right? Clarity doesn't come through chasing answers. It comes through like stillness. So um just resting with the four, so you can make a stable decision, right? So you can have a stable mind is what I'm getting before you make a decision, okay? um Regarding emotions, regarding anything, okay? It's also regarding a path that you can take or you want to take, okay? This is the Two of Wands, and this is the choice point here. It's like a crossroads. um you're standing at a crossroads, so and then you may be standing at a crossroads in love, okay? Or just like your spiritual path is what I'm getting to. One path is familiar but limiting. Okay, the other is unknown, and it can expand. Okay, don't be afraid of the unknown is what I'm hearing. Right. Um, Ask yourself, am I choosing comfort or growth? Okay, so we want to always try to get out of that comfort zone. Sorry. We want to try to always get out that comfort zone. Like, don't be afraid of what you can't see, because what you can't see will make you very happy. That's been my experience, okay? When I took a risk, you know. Then we have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is the emotional fatigue. Okay, you're tired. You stand in your ground. You're rested. Sagittarius energy. We could be talking about Aries as well. This is that exhaustion from repeating cycles just over and over again. Defeating your heart over and over again. Like, it's like I'm getting that song Another Love, TKO, okay? um Struggle is not proof of love. Endurance doesn't equal alignment. So you don't have to be in a struggle love to realize say that you love someone, right? Love should just flow is what I'm getting. Like, it should make you glow and flow, okay? It should glow and make you flow, okay? Or float is what I'm hearing. Okay. So then we have the Judgment card. Okay. This is the awakening in the truth about the situation. If this is love or a path that you're trying to take or decisions you're trying to make. This is just a moment of like soul level realizations, right? A wake up call, right? You're being asked to just see the relationship for what, it truly is, and not what, hope it will be, or hope it will become. Like, potential is what I'm hearing, okay? Um, so a relationship is just teaching you, something essential about self-worth and truth, okay? Or you're teaching someone that self-worth and truth, okay? Then we have the Devil card. Oh no. Okay. So the Devil card is the shadow attachment, right? That still lingers in this relationship, either both sides or one to the other. Okay. So the Devil exposes unhealthy attachments, obsession, control, fear, letting go of just karmic bonds. Okay. And so the perspective shift is needed here. Okay. what feels intense or feels like you're drawn to a person may actually be binding you to it, not love, like a